start the introduction all over again. Apologies, we just want to ensure that we have dudes joining us from YouTube, and that's where we are. Currently begins at $68,500. It's been a long time. I have streamed almost 3 days basically, and we're back here once again. It's a beautiful moment for us all as we are on this platform, making the most of this time. And for me, it's kind of important for us to appreciate the fact that we have to learn, all right, about the crypto markets, definitely, and which is primarily one of the reasons why we're here. So I think we need to begin by stating that it's been a whole month of a bullish market. And for me, as an individual, I strongly believe that the market is going to make much more run, right, as we are going beyond Q2. Meanwhile, I want to appreciate you all who've been taking time to draw one of your funds around the crypto markets, and yeah, I've taken it very fast hands. In all honesty, I think what we can definitely see right here is that the market's making some important trends, and I would want to look at what we have this week so we can have a huge clue as to what we're gonna be doing. Today is the 27th of the month of May, and guess what? We can only agree with me that we are really running out of the timing which we've gotten for the week, right? We're running out of timing, and before you know it, the month is going to be over, and then we're going to be entering the month of June. And guess what? We're going to be wrapping up with Q2, April, May, June, because those are the three primarily important months, so to speak. Those are the 3 months in the month of in the in the second quarter of the year. And a whole lot is really dancing through our minds while we are thinking what we have to do as regards the markets and all of that. And I don't know what you all might be thinking to basically take advantage of, right? In my own opinion, I so think, right, that we have a new info, right? All right, to learn from and make the most of. All right, and make the most of what do we call, of the market reality. And that for us is one primarily important information that will spur us into knowing how best to take advantage of the markets, right? So, and for me, there's a whole lot we can definitely make do with, and of course learn while we are making the move, so to speak, for this quarter. So we can currently see it at 66,000. Am I right? Let's confirm. 68,540 and then Ethereum $3,906.7. And what else again do you have there? We have a lot of updates and all of that and all of that and all of that. So, and these are beginning to define, all right, our understanding of what we think is the most accurate market and what have you. And we are beginning to ask ourselves primarily important questions like, what will the markets have us do? What are the opportunities we want to take in the market? And aside from that, how do we get prepared for the market? So, because when you begin to look at the Forex factory calendar, which is right here on your screen, you have Tuesday, Monday market, of course, that's how it mostly is, no news. And then Tuesday, we have S&P, like CS Composite, CB Consumer Confidence, which is one of the high impact news. It's going to be on Tuesday, 4 p.m. West African time. And then, is that West African time? I'm not sure now. And then, yeah. And then you have Wednesday, no major news. Thursday, unemployment claims. That's one of the primarily powerful, so to speak, news that we basically tend to look at and then make the most of, right, in my opinion. And so we begin to ask ourselves questions such as, oh wow, so this this week market is probably not going to be quite volatile. I mean, many questions begin to tend to come up in our hearts, and then we want to know how exactly to strategically get position for the market, right? And these and many more are primarily on the top of our list of questions we want to know our answers too, right? I think I beg to differ, right? That there's a whole lot of information we might be missing out on primarily. Can you just give me a minute? I'm going right back, please. Yeah. All right, I'm back, and I hope we all enjoy the little break I got to take just to prove and to explore more improvement as regards productivity, so to speak. So now here we are, and I was basically wanting to sort of make the most of all of these discussions of ours, so we can get prepared for this week. So it's not just because the truth is what eventually happens on Wednesday. Is that Wednesday? Thursday during the unemployment claims, which is one of the high impact tradable week, is that we get to all right okay, I think it's quite important, right sorry, I would attend to this. Okay, it's quite important for us to know, right, that whatever happens on Thursday, it's quite predictable from Tuesday and Monday's markets, which is today. And I think I'm gonna tell you guys that for me, all right, for me, I think I am looking forward to some sort of sell sides on the market. I just don't know why Ethereum had to rise this high to 3,956. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but I think that's my old opinion on Ethereum. I'm gonna give my analysis on maybe coins like BOM and all of that, so we can focus on the market and draw conclusions. And I've been looking at Notcoin. I think I would want to trade some futures, right, all along there, and all looking to the forex market, 1 or 2 pairs. So, and I want you to sort of pay attention while we draw our perspective as to what we think is likely going to be happening in the course of this trading week. And I want you to not be so excited about it, because as great as that might pose some sort of opportunities for you, it's also wisdom for you to be so careful. All right, that's a word as to how you want to get positioned, right, for this whole trading week and all of that. So it's what it is, right? All right. So I think this is it, guys. I must tell you. This week, for me, I would look into the market analysis and look at what we get to say. Honestly, for me, I'm thinking of selling Ethereum from here, because I'm beginning to rethink, right? Take on liquidity, we're coming down, then the confirmation. So many things. For me, I've been expecting Solana to still come a little bit lower here. This is my PY, and I've been waiting, and then many things in my head right now. I won't pretend to you guys, all right? Well, I think I'll just begin with Bitcoin, and then yeah, so this is my analysis on Bitcoin, and some way, somehow, some way, it's sort of moving. I wouldn't say in the direction in full, but somehow I begin to look into this. Let's begin on a weekly time frame, so we can actually draw a perspective as to why I'm at this point and what I'm thinking about, and what your whole take is going to be about this whole thing. So you're welcome. And I'm going to be pleading with you, if this is your first time of joining us on our YouTube channel, please do not forget to give us some sort of following, and of course subscribe, and I don't know, just yeah, that's going to be primarily important for us to I would say make the most of what we've got. We've got to learn, I think. And then I guess what we've got to do, because I think that's one of the important reasons why we here and why we want to talk about all of this that we've got to talk about. So quick one, that's important to me. If it's your first time of joining, I would appreciate that. So now here we are. The bear market has given us a very bullish run all through the first week. When I mean first week, I mean second week and second week of the last 3 weeks of May. Essentially, because the first week of May was bearish, second week of May, look at this, was bullish. Third week of May is bullish also. In all honesty, there are tendencies for us to have a bearish week in this week, because look at it, we have we have all the gaps that are not covered between here and here. So because now if you begin to look at where my POIs are, we have some POIs here, and of course there is a POI here on a weekly time frame. You can see this bullish order block. I don't know if you can let me take all of these off, and then yeah, so I think what you get to see, right, all right, so now, because now when you begin to look at this, you see that, oh fine, on a weekly time frame there is some set of order block right here, and then yeah, tendencies for the market to come to pick out that order block. And then for me, I sort of definitely think we have this high tendency, that's a word, for the market to absolutely, that's a word, come to pick out this other block right below at that spot. And honestly speaking, it is no big deal when you begin to think about the fact that this market has been all along bullish for the past 2 weeks, and so all of that. So there are tendencies for the market to, I don't know if you understand that the market always have this relapsation when it takes 1, 2 relapses and then like that. So there is a possibility for us to have a retracement down here to 66k once again, at least, or at worst to 62,000, 63,000 dollars, which is a more tendencies for me, right? Or into two reasons. I'm going to show you my reason now in a daily time frame. Look at this. I begin to have a rethink on what the market is doing, because initially I was thinking we just suddenly going bearish, and I was saying this I and this low and this lower I, all right, which is I have in this internal liquidity, and then we have this lower low, and then I was seeing that okay, this actually is a strong lower I, right? Because we have this low, because this was the I that led to this low. And I wasn't saying that there are tendencies for us to sort of yeah, I don't know, tendencies for us to, what do I say, go lower the more, when I begin to consider the fact that this actual movement here was like a grab on liquidity, this swing out of this point, which is seen by me, right, as at the time of my viewing, I saw it as a potential as a potential resistance zone here between this point, I mean here. So I was like, you know what, for the market not to sell from here, then definitely we are having to shift the market structure. So when we got right here, we broke above, then I call the market structure, and I'm expecting a retracement here for continuous. So in my own opinion, I'm actually expecting a some sort of continuation markets, right? I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but of course it does to me. I'm expecting some sort of continuation market, while I'm also looking forward to a fair retracement happening. So in all honesty, this is my opinion this week. I don't know if this would take a day to happen and for us to have a continuation, something like that. So, and yeah, this is a truth for me, right? I am being honest with everyone of us right now. So I'm thinking of seeing the market sell, and that is on a daily time frame. Actually, we still buttress my point, right, of that we should essentially, in my own honest opinion, we should see some sort of what do we call this right now, some sort of sell, right, on the beacon market generally, to that particular POI, right, which is my opinion for this week straight. Yeah, that is not because I'm being essentially bearish on the market generally, but because I'm expecting some fair retracement into this fair value gap. So I think for some reasons that $62,880 is going to be happening on the market, and there is almost nothing we can do about it to sabotage that price action reality. So so I don't know if we all are thinking about that also as well as I am. I think that's primarily important. So for me, this is it. So now what we have to do on the 4 hours time frame is not going to be a definitive quest, but I think we're just going to be having so much of a sell side. I think I'm going to take a break again. We're going to come right back, and then we're going to talk much more about what we've got to do. In the meantime, I'm going to be right back. Let's take a break. It's break time. Let's enjoy the break. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're back into the trading class, and well, I call it a class, maybe into the live session. And you know what I went to do? I went to open a short position here because I think we might just have a sudden sell-off. In my own honest opinion, please don't do that. It's terribly risky, and you just can't tell how the market could go. And so this is me saying I feel, I'm persuaded, I'm very much assured that the market is going to sell right into somewhere here. First, it could actually try to struggle, but guess what? It's actually definitely going to first sell. $67,000 is going to first happen, most likely, most probably. And yeah, really, that's unusual. All right, then I'll be so happy to take that. Then I suppose to plus 68,800. Wow. Wow, this is unusual. Let's see how that happens. Now, I think the market is going to sell. And you know what I do? I went higher to short the market shortly. Don't try that, right? This is a live broadcast, and anything can happen to somewhere here. So now, and I want you all to know something very importantly. So I'm sorry, come back. I want you to know that see, the market potentiality or possibility of playing out is sitting on many factors. Now look at this. Now over the night, we would want to look at what actually began to play out, right? So we would say to 1 a.m. Today's yeah. Let me rub all this off. So 1 a.m. Here you go with 1 a.m. 11 a.m. Today's 27. So 1 a.m. here, right? So I don't know. Let me come to a 30 minutes time frame. I often prefer using that time frame to draw my perspective on what I think market is doing. So here you go. 1 a.m. between 1 a.m. here, right? And 3 a.m. I don't know if I would call this market a manipulation or accumulation because it doesn't look like that to me, in all honesty. And with my view on those markets, I get to, let me use a different chart so we can actually have some drawings. Okay. Yeah, use this. Now this is it. So now 30 minutes, isn't it? Yeah, I've got no drawing here. So if I pick my box and I draw from 1 a.m. West African time, as you can see, so till about 5 p.m. let me look at that, or let me see till about 8 a.m. when the session for New York begins, or London session. So that was I don't know if I'll call it epic, but this is a Asian session, and then you have the London session already playing out. Now we don't know what's going to be taking us to, but I, in my own, I don't know if I would say presumptuous or analysis, I'm thinking we're going to be having something like this, which could be, which might not be. It all depends. I don't know if you get that. I'm going to change the color of this to light green. So this is what happened during the Asian session. I don't know if I'll call this a manipulation because it looked like that. It wasn't going to look like an accumulation. Maybe the manipulation is going to continue, or we're going to be having some accumulation right random here, or maybe it's going to be something like this. It's going to be defined between 9 a.m. between 8 a.m., which already the trading session on in the Asian market, the London session began, and around 1 a.m. when this also gets kicked off. So guys, this is it. So we have to begin to ask ourselves questions. What is the market going to likely do? Where are we headed to right now? Where is the market direction on Bitcoin? And what are we going to be doing? So we're going to ask ourselves this by looking at what the market has been forming as pattern. Look at this. We have this eye. Obviously, I don't know if you get to see that. Trying to make this square big enough. So it made a low. A funny low, not so big a low. Then I think you get to see this high. And then we make this new low, very strong, massive low. And then look at that. We have this high. Essentially, the market hasn't made a new low, and shorting from here is actually very risky. And here we are seeing that the market has a possibility of coming to $67,120 right here. which is a potential point because of a POI right here sitting here. And we have many questions as to why and where the market is going to probably taking us to. So now, the thing and the truth of the matter is this: whatever happens in the short time frame, even though it gives a idea of what the market is, where the market is headed for, right? It still will not be a categorical, conclusion as to where exactly we're going to be taking the market to, right? Now, the thing is this: we have Monday market to be very, very dull and very, very indecisive, and it's one of the markets where traders need to be very, very careful on Monday market. But generally speaking, on the 4 hours time frame, what we could definitely see is the fact that there are more likely with the way the market is going, right, to have a bearish continuation, right? And the market closure on Monday could be at $67,000 exactly. And so I am thinking that today we might have a crazy sell because we're having a monthly candle closure. Don't forget, this is going to be picturing more than we can actually think of, because now we have had the market on a weekly time frame, giving us a very um, bearish start off, right? So the market seemed to have opened here on the weekly time frame, and it's ready forming its body. I think the body of the candle is going to be closing downwards, and that's going to give us the idea of the monthly candle closure. And so I'm wanting you all to look into this fact and draw your conclusions as to what exactly you all want to do, or I don't know if I would say think, as regards to the market, honestly. So I want you to have a perspective, right? And to know that, see, whatever things the market's going to do, it's all depending. Now, I don't know with this drawing I drew here if there are tendencies of the market to come way lower, but in all honesty, I will tell you that the market will first want to get to 63k. So this week I am quite bearish, honestly, even though generally I'm still very much bullish, and I hope that makes a lot of sense to everyone who is very much looking at the market and then trying to, I don't know if I would say, wait a minute, I don't know if if we are gonna be understanding what I think we are gonna be looking at with the way the market is going, right? So I just cannot tell what exactly it is we're gonna be doing eventually, but in all honesty, I think we can make the most of all of this. So yeah, yep, I'm gonna be turning on the camera again. I think I used a very wrong outputs generally. So that is primarily our concern as regards what we think with the market. So I think I'm basically going to be calling this a wrap, and then we're going to meet again some other time, maybe today. I am very much thinking of this, and it's making me to think as to what I think the market is going to be doing, generally speaking. So yeah, so I think I didn't log into my account, and that's the reason why. Just beginning to think of that right now. So whatever it is, I would love to know your whole perspective on this whole market of a thing, and then think, there you go. I think this is better. I wasn't aware of this right until now. So okay, I think that's gonna be it. So my perspective is very bearish for this week. I hope I'm right, but honestly, that's what I'm thinking is gonna probably happen. So apologies, trying to see where we might be. I don't know if I would say missing out on the real deal. Okay, let me bring us to, yeah. Okay. I want to look at Notcoin and do analysis on this. Not USD. Not USD. That's Notcoin. So I don't know, but I think this dude is already rising crazily. I actually was looking at something he was doing, which is this. The way it came way below here, and the way it this is a point of actually retest of taking the long. So that's a break of structure. The market structure shifts. So I think it's already moved. I'm gonna be looking for a way to um, find a find a short, but that's quite slim right now, and I don't know what's actually to do. This is a sell side, I guess, and I cannot tell if that's of a bot. Yeah, that's a sell side. Of course, it's struggling with the breakthrough or to break out from, which essentially has been, look at that. So okay, so my perspective on the market is quite bearish a little bit. So, and honestly, if you're gonna be asking me where do I think Northcoin is gonna be reaching this particular coin, I would say maybe thinking of it coming to this discount zone, right? Yeah. So, and that will be my perspective. And I'll look for some POIs around that region. Yeah, quick one. That's it. So, okay. So, these I want you all to be very safe and be careful as to what exactly you all might be doing. So, because the markets this week is going to be very, very indecisive, and you must be extremely careful as to what exactly you want to see the markets do, right? So, because that's primarily one of the proof that we know exactly what we are doing. Yeah. So let's take a very, very interesting position as to our take on the markets, and let's remain so careful. Yeah. So I took some sell side position on this because I think the market is going to be coming down a little bit. Yeah. So let's see how that moves. Let's see how that moves. But of course, I'm quite I don't know if I'll say I'm quite bearish, but of course I'm quite defined. That's what I think market is going to be. So please let's all be safe. 406. 1-8. So let's all be safe, and that's one of my primarily important message to every of us that's going to be trading the market this week. And let's trade carefully. Let's not employ any form of greed to our trade, because it's one terrible thing that can actually rupture our analysis. So this is it. Up, down, up, down. Definitely I shouldn't have opened this trade, right? And this short, I wouldn't put this break of structure, then like that's the best way to trade, honestly. Yeah, so that's the best way to trade, because you don't want to be the experiment, or you don't want to be doing creating liquidity. I know some people have opened a short here, but market came down and took them out right here. So there are tendencies, because look at this. If you go back in time, you would see this is a very strong point where markets went high up there, and that's the reason why I'm thinking it's going to be worth it to open a short right from here, and that's why this short is going to be very sensible to keep, right? So, and that's a short I opened from 0.06712, and I think the stop loss is going to be on this week 67819, and I want to open the short till here. I clearly should take the 0.006. So let's see. Let's see how that goes. 0 6 7 819. So let's all be safe, I would say. I beg to differ. So that's it. So let me look at the forex market, which I'm probably going to be looking at into the week. So generally speaking, this is giving us the idea of what I think the market is going to be doing in the course of this trading week. So I'm going to look into the fact that we have a very beautiful day ahead of us, and a long market, which I think is going to categorically be defining what I think we have to state on the markets, right? So we have to look into all of these factors and draw a conclusion. So yeah, that's going to be it on my hand. And okay, all right, so wait a minute. What is gold doing on a daily time frame? On a weekly time frame, an hourly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, it's been a while I analyzed gold. Honestly speaking, it's been a while I traded gold. I knew when gold was struggling around $2,100, but now it has broken out. So there are tendencies for gold to still, because this breakout is definitely going to be retested, definitely. And there are POIs, multiples everywhere. And from the highest looking point, which I think obviously I'm looking at, this is one POI on gold, and this is one POI on gold, right? We just have to draw it out like that. So, and there's another POI, right? Because we have fair value gaps littered all around. So gold closed last week on a sell. Last week was on a sell, and it's opening the new week candle. The new week candles opening are actually give us a posture of a high possibility that we're probably going to be having a sell on gold actually this week. And that is my purview, right? That's my purview. And not honestly, if I'm going to tell you the fact, I am looking at some potential sell sites on gold. Look at this. Let me come to it now. I don't know if you're saying this, but on a weekly time frame, I'm already saying that gold took out liquidity. I think yeah, took out liquidity right here. Like it took out liquidity right on the top. I don't know if I'm going to call that buy liquidity, but that's proven by break of structure. All right, I don't know if it's a break of structure, but of course this looks like some sort of Elliott wave playing out, right? But I think I've left Elliott wave definitely because I think it has its own weakness. So look at this, and then look at this. So the golden truth is to wait for this breakout and then something like that. So that will give us a picture of what exactly is happening on gold, because that's the truth. Taking out of this liquidity, taking this liquidity here, which is effectively proven by the way this, because this is a very strong of the block. Look at this. The market should have just rallied on from here, and from here should have just rallied on, but market came to take out this liquidity, which is going to be marked by a sell side liquidity, honestly, and I'm going to call that a buy side liquidity, honestly. And that is one serious proof for me to think we are going to be shorting, right? Because once we have an establishment of a move like this, right? Look at that. Taking this out and taking that one out. Actually, the breakout here should give us a proof of what the market is doing now, honestly. And this breakout here is going to give us a market structure shift. Because actually many people will see that market structure shift, and that's actually potentially what it is. But there are many factors to look into when it comes to drawing the perspective as to what a market structure shift is and how we want to take advantage of the market, right, in the current state where it is at. So, guys, in my all honest view, I'm quite bearish on gold. I don't know if it has oversold, but if you look at the monthly time frame, you would see that actually it has broken a major high, and that's a very all-time high. And picking from this low, you'll be thinking that it should actually come to the discount zone, which is somewhere here. So $2,000 can actually happen once more in gold, but it lies and sits on different factors. So in all honesty, I'll tell you to be very, very safe, right? And that's going to be it on this live stream today. So yeah, safe. So I think that's going to be it on my end today. I'm going to call it a close right now. Yeah, any questions from me? Let me check live from, and of course we're going to pick them out. Love to have your questions staring at me, because that would make me excited, all right, that we are all on the same page. Oh, great. All right, any question for me? So I'm bearish on gold. I don't know if I'm bearish on EUR. I've not done major analysis. I may not be able to do that because of time right now, but I'll definitely do that. So EUR USD, and look at where potential POIs are, and then what my bias is going to be for the week. So all right, and that's going to be it for this week, for this morning. Right, we're going to meet again soon. I hope we have learned one or two things because of this discussion. Apologies, we're just sharing red pockets. Guess that's beautiful. All right, so thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate your commitment to joining our live session. They really do make a lot of sense to me. So we'll meet again some other time. I think I'll be so excited to have you join us again, next time, possibly in the evening or some other time. All right. Love you. Peace. Good luck. Bye.